Hello everyone, this is Joe, 4 Soft Corners here, and first off I'd like to probably just apologize because normally you guys have to see the glare off of my bald head, but you may be, I have my glasses on, so you may be seeing the glare off of that today too. But so today's video is, I got something in the mail today. So today's Monday. My normal work schedule is Tuesday through Friday, so Mondays I schedule appointments and usually go to the grocery store and stuff like that. So I was out doing all that, wasn't really necessarily expecting anything. I didn't order anything that I was expecting yet, but opened the mailbox and there was one package in there, and I saw the name it was from, and I was expecting one card from this guy. So for Jake, Legends Never Die, for his 755 subscriber contest, when he did his video, in the middle of it, he kind of buried a little Easter egg where for anybody that wanted one of his custom cards or didn't have one yet, you had to include hashtag chop on in your video, and he'd send one out to you. Again, I think it was just a ploy to get Phillies and Mets fans to support the Braves, but so when he announced his winners, said there was only 2 people, and I was one of them that used that. And Jake, I watched the whole video. I just sat in awe the whole time at your level of organization and planning that goes into your yearly goals, which I just watched also, and for the next year, and just everything that goes into it, and something I definitely strive to be that organized or that goal oriented, or at least on track of trying to stick to the goals and everything like that. But so anyway, like I said in my video, my response to him, that one of my biggest regrets from the National was there's a couple different people that at the get together that I saw out on the floor, that I recognized them from their channels, and I did it with a couple people, but some people that I felt like I didn't comment, hadn't been commenting back and forth long enough, that I was still just in that awkward stage in my head where I figured that they wouldn't want to talk to me, and of course that's not the way it is. But like I said, one of my biggest regrets was seeing Jake at the get together and not just reaching out and saying what's up to him and introduce myself. Same goes, I ran into him, well, I did get to say hi to him there, and I think I must have saw this guy 3 or 4 times out on the show floor, and that's Brian B. Russ 6 Card Soup. I got this in the mail today too, so this I'll be opening up after I film this. And like I said, a couple other guys I just wish I would have, that I saw and wish I would have just approached, but I didn't. But anyway, the point of this, so I was expecting, we exchanged phone numbers and stuff, Jake and I was expecting one card. I think it was last Friday, told me to look out, he was shipping it. So I opened the mailbox today and this was in there. So this is more than one card. This weighs 2 pounds and 9 ounces. So I have no clue what's in here. Trying to regardless of what it is, Jake, thank you. I'm a pretty emotional person, so I'm gonna try and hold that together. But I can't make any promises. Regardless of what's in here, I'm just so grateful. I mean, on the bottom this says this is a 660 count box and it feels full. I don't know what to say. So we'll get into this. Alright, so first off, I got the custom, and I didn't have to pay extra for all these inscriptions. So first off, I saw everybody show them in their videos. These are awesome. I mean, your stats on the back, and just, you nailed the 56 tops look. So I always kind of have so the inscriptions, for the most part, I kind of started, the whole purpose of my channel was supposed to be low grade raw vintage cards that I'm collecting. And then just because of stuff at discounts and stuff like that, I ended up picking up some cards graded, especially at the National. So I think I disappointed Jake a little bit. And he keeps egging me on to break the cards out. But I always joke around that even though they're in, name of my channel's 4 Soft Corners, but even though they're graded and in plastic, the corners are still soft. But so it says you can make these corners soft if you want. Legends Never Die, John 3:16, Jake Brewer number 10, and then signed double autograph. So that's, well, actually, I guess the one's a facsimile and then just signed again. So, but anyway, so this would have been enough. And that's awesome. So I'm glad I finally got one of those. So I don't want to hold this up just because it has his address on the back, because, well, you'll read in the first line, he just wanted to get this out. So this is on an envelope that was already addressed. So it says, Joe, I apologize for what I'm writing this note on, but I wanted to get this out to you. You may do whatever you want with these, but I hope you can use some of this vintage for your collection. Thanks for the support of my channel, and keep making content on yours. God bless. Jake Brewer, Legends Never Die, John 3:16, and again, another autograph on the bottom. So yeah, this box is full. Oh boy. So I'll just start pulling some out. I think these are oldest here. And it's, oh my God. So we're starting at 79 tops. Sorry, I'm at a loss here. So this is a full box just of, from what I can see, 79 through 70 tops. So this is amazing. Yeah, so I picked up, for a couple sets in the 70s, I picked up a couple piles here or there, but I mean, as far as this is gonna like dramatically increase every set. The progress I have in every set. So I'm just gonna flip. I started flipping through a little bit, and I mean, these aren't just base, there's Hall of Famers and stuff in here, so I'll just flip through and so right, second card, and there's a little writing, but I'm absolutely fine with that. There's a Pete Rose, 79. There's a Carlton Fisk, All-Star. I apologize, this probably ran a little long, but I just want to, there's a Gary Carter. I just want to go through this and give it its due appreciation. There's a Tony Perez. There's a Rod Crew batting leaders card, followed by, there was 2 of these, Jim Cott's. There's one of Dale Murphy's rookie cards. So that was just one little handful. Sorry, I know this probably isn't going to be very entertaining to a lot, but this is just awesome. Like I said, this was one card which wasn't even, I didn't even win the contest. This was just as appreciation for, you know, me taking the time to comment. There's a Bruce Sutter. They're taking the time to add the comment into my video response. There's a nice, we're on the 77s now, right? Yeah. There's a nice Thurman Munson. There's 2 Mike Schmidts. There's some 76s. There's Lou Brock. Around the 75. There's a Joe Torre. Like I said, this is a 660 count box. I'm just looking through and picking out some of the Hall of Famers. There should be Hall of Famers. Like there's Dick Allen. But like, sorry, I know I'm quiet and I'm just trying not to get super emotional here. Shout out to Dylan at Double D Vintage. There's the cards he loves. There's Willie Mays and Yogi Berra. So like I always say on my channels, I pick stuff up when I find it kind of cheap. So that's pretty much all the progress for my sets. That's what I do. We're on the 74s now. But just like, so I know Jake's up to like a list of like 22,000 cards or something like that on his one list. I mean, so I have every checklist from 1950 to 1980 printed out, and I'm never going to collect all those sets. I know that, but I just pick stuff up when I see it in lots and stuff like that. But, so like all this 70s stuff is great because like I really have to do everything on a budget, and like sometimes I realize that I'm never gonna complete all this stuff, but I've kind of put the 70s stuff on the back burner for the most part because I was just picking everything up and I wanted to focus on 50s, and I just knew there was no way to ever pick all the stuff up. So like I used to pick this stuff up when I'd see it at good deals, but I kind of stopped picking up the 70s stuff just because there's all the other stuff in between that I want to do. So just to get this huge box like this, and all the progress this is going to make on all those is just awesome. Like I said, I appreciate it, man, so much. There's a Ted Simmons. There's a couple of this one here. There's a cool one, the Reggie Jackson and Willie Stargell. There's a Joe Morgan. Followed by a Tom Seaver. Now we're in the 73s. blue Brock. Like I said, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm not even probably halfway through. I'll try and go quicker here. Oh wow, in the last... So, there's a Carlton Fisk rookie cup. Beautifully miscut, and I'm 100% fine with that. So there's a ton of 74s here. But I think after I'm done this handful, oh, sorry, okay, 72s, there's a Joe Torre. There's the Gil Hodges Anager. So I have very little 72s. That's a really cool one. This is Joe Torre, Hank Aaron, and Willie Stargell, RBI leaders. So that's, oh gosh. So that's about halfway through the blocks, and those are all 79 through 72s. And there's a handful of 71s here. Which I have very little. Like I said, most people... It's a nice Jim Bunning. Whenever I tell people that I printed all these out, Kurt Flood, I think they kind of look at me crazy and like, why would you put... Oh, there's an awesome Bob Gibson. Why would you like devote anything to, you know, all these different sets? This is Joe Torre. Like I said, I don't really... That's an awesome one. The Brooks Robinson. That means a lot coming from you, Jake. This is Johnny Bench. Jim Cott. 3 Rod Carews. And then the rest of this box is all, and again, I think I barely have any of these. This is all 70. So, I mean, this is, I don't know, probably a third of the set here, so. I don't know, like everybody says about their hobby budget and stuff like that. Like I don't really do that. I mean, for the most part, I kind of call what I do, there's a Tony Oliva. What I do sometimes call it like a self-sustaining hobby, because pretty much whatever I get out of it, I have to, Willie McCovey. I pretty much have to put in what I'm getting out of it. So through, you know, selling stuff and raising money to pick up cards I want, it's pretty much how I fund most of my purchases. Then the problem is when I sell stuff, is just not losing focus and buying stuff I don't necessarily need. But like I said, it's so far it's always just been a matter of good deals and stuff like that. So that's where I picked up a decent amount of these before. Just stuff from, I'd go to my one LCS and get a handful of like 10 cards from every set, so it just made sense to salute RAK. Start printing out every checklist, and whenever I pick something up, I pick it up and get to cross it off. And I've mainly been focusing in on the 50 stuff, mainly 53, but it's like I said, just a box this size and this many cards. There's Sparky Anderson. Just kind of how much this means, just to be able to pick this much up at one time is just means so much. I'm sorry, we're over 20 minutes, and I know a lot of this has just been looking at the top of my head, looking through these, but I just wanted to, like I said, give it its due respect, and just do my best to show how. Oh, this one's awesome. This is Tom Seaver, Phil Necro, Fergie Jenkins, and Juan Marichal. You know, just give it another Dick Allen. Just you know, do my best to show you how much I really do appreciate this, and I do. And there's a Vita Blue rookie. Hoyt Wilhelm. So that's it. Jake, thank you. I'll send you a text just to thank you again. If anybody's not subscribed to Jake, Legends Never Die, go subscribe to him. Just amazing channel, amazing organization, and just an amazing human being. Thank you for all this. I appreciate it so much, and just thank you for your friendship as well. I'm gonna keep the corners sharp on this one, but I appreciate it. So like I said, everybody, if you're not, go subscribe to Jake at Legends Never Die. Jake, thank you again. And everybody, thanks for watching. Just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.